Plumbers videos or plumbers tips, how to gas rate an ideal Vogue boiler. My name's Alan Hart, and in today's video we've got Pete from One Plumbing, and Pete's going to show us how to do a gas rate on an ideal Vogue boiler. If you're a plumber or a gas engineer, if you want to send some videos in, then I will add my WhatsApp details below. What we're doing, we're trying to build a community where we're just all helping to build this channel, help each other. Obviously it helps me build this channel. It also helps you guys as well. So what I'm going to do, pass you over to Pete's video. After the video, I'm then going to show you on the gas rate app. I'll just show you the gas rate app and show you how you do it on that as well.
So I'm doing a gas rate on this ideal Vogue 32. So to do this, we're menu, we're going to go into our service mode, and we're going to go to maximum rate. And I've overridden all of these so no thermostats can counteract it. It's been running for 10 minutes. That's obviously to open up the injectors. Now I'm going to go down and do an imperial test gas rate. Right, so this is your first reading, and you'd press the black button on the meter at the same time as your start button. Take that as your first reading. Press the black button and your stop button at the same time. This applies to when you start it as well. Yeah, and then you'll put in your final reading, 0.565. On your second reading, press your calculate button and it will give you 3.15. I know the picture's not good, you'll have to take my word for it on this one. So you got your 3.15. Now this is how you work it out mathematically, yeah? Take your first reading from your second reading, and that'll give you 0.105. See, I don't even need a calculator, yeah? You times it by 3,600. That's how many seconds are in an hour. And then you divide that by your 2 minutes, which will come to 3.15, as already seen on the app. Meter cube per hour. Now, what you got to do is, you've got to convert it to gross. Yeah. So we'll take our 3.15, we'll times it by 38.76, which is your calorific value of gas. And that'll equal 122 something around that, yeah. Divide that number by 3.6. This is meter cube per hour. And that will give you 33.915 gross. Now you want to convert it to net. So you take your 33.915, divide that by the magic number 1.11. This will give you 30.55 roughly. That's net. Now you've checked your MIs, and the Vogue 32 net is 32.1, but we can be 5% over that or 10% under. And to work that out, we divide 32.1 by 100 parts, and because we're allowed 10%, we times it by 90. And that will give us a calculation of 28.8. Bloody kids. Amazon. So 28.8 is what you're allowed with 10% under. So we're well in on this boiler, because we've got 30.55 and the allowable is 28.8. So it's a good job. And that is how you do a gas rate. Stay safe, everyone.
Thank you very much for that, Pete. I'm now going to show you on the app. So I'm just going to screen record the app and show you the app. Forget about this up here. This is for another video that I'm doing at the moment. That hopefully that'll be my next video. That's just how to flush, tips on how to flush. So for apprentices and stuff, or new trainees, tips on how to flush. But anyway, let's get to this gas rate. And this is just an app from the App Store, and it's called Gas Rate app. So what we're doing here, we're clicking into metric for the metric meter, and this is also on natural gas. And we're going to put the first reading in the top here, which is 460. You can do the first part of the readings and then put the point in, but I just normally use the last 3 digits on when I'm using the app. And then what we're going to do, we've put the first reading in, we've set the boiler on high, and then we're gonna time this now for 2 minutes. And you may notice when you do these that different apps have slightly different readings, and that's because, and even different publications, when you work it out, it might have slightly different readings, and that's because different publications, different apps use a slightly different CV, calorific value of gas, so sometimes you can get slightly different readings. And if you wanted to know for sure, you could always look on the gas bill. So if the customer's got a gas bill, on that gas bill it should give you the CV of gas. They normally give you the CV of gas, and in different areas of the country it is actually different, believe it or not. So it's for the purpose of this, we don't really need to know that, but I just thought I'd point that out. We'll just skip a bit out here, fast forward on the video. So we're now at 2 minutes, which is 120 seconds, and it just says that the reading is missing, so we need to put the reading in. And then if we just put the final reading in, and it's 565, and then now that's calculated, and we've got 33.865 kilowatts, and that's gross. And we've got 30.509 kilowatts net. So it's a lot easier using the app. And then we can just click on view details. And then that'll give you some more details in there. So you can have a look at kilowatts per hour. You can also look at BTUs per hour. You can have a look at the cubic foot per hour, the cubic meters per hour, and also the litres per hour, if you wanted to know any of that information. I would normally use the app when I'm gas rating. It's just so much easier. Other things to check while you're doing your gas rate, really easy because you're already there. You've got 2 minutes there testing it. Check your emergency control, ECV, make sure it's falling to the off position. Make sure it's labelled, so make sure the ECV is labelled. Check all your anaconda. Make sure that your seal on your governor is all in place. Check the emergency label on the front. Make sure it's got the number 0800 111 999. Also check the bonding. Make sure your bonding is 10mm and within the first 600 millimeters or before the first T. Make sure the bracket, make sure it's all supported correctly. If it's on the floor, make sure it's all supported. I think that's it really. There's probably something I've missed. Normally miss some on video. If I've missed out, please put a comment below and let me know. And as I've said, if you've got any videos that you'd like to send in, if you can send them in landscape if possible, just makes it easier to edit and work on. Thanks for watching.